Welcome to Universal Heritage Television Nigeria. My name is Afam H, your host. Today, we bring you another interesting edition of our face-to-face program. Face-to-face on UHTV Nigeria is our personality interview program. Our guest today is Professor Nwaocha Ogechukwu. He's going to talk about abolition of the Osu, Ume, and Ohu caste system. Please remember to like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube platform. Professor Nwaocha Ogechukwu is a peace advocate. He's a human rights activist and a social justice advocate. He's head of Peace Mission of Access to Human Rights International and as well as a peace ambassador of the United Nations. Sir, you are welcome to our program.
You're welcome, sir.
You've been advocating for the abolition of the Osu, Ume, and Ohu caste system. Can you give us an idea of the concept, just introductory, for the benefit of our viewers?
The idea is just to abolish the practice of caste system in Igbo land. That's what the idea.
Okay. In Igbo land.
Yeah.
That is to say, your campaign goes beyond Imo State.
Yes, of course.
Now, the practice of Osu, Ume, and Ohu caste system is an age-long practice. It's an Igbo culture that is entrenched in our way of lives.
Yeah.
And what actually are your concerns over these issues?
Yeah. To begin with, how have the Igbo fared in Nigerian democracy? How have we also fared in sustaining climatic change? These are questions that needed an instant answer. And we cannot achieve it without building peace within ourselves. How do we sustain democracy in Nigeria? It is by building peace, unity, and progress and fraternity. And when there is chaos and division among ourselves, it becomes a very big problem. You cannot call me this, I'm Osu, I'm Odial, I'm Ohu, and you expect me to support you. It's a problem. So we only achieve it, including the rule of law, for sustainable democracy when there is peace and unity in Igbo land.
Okay. So you are looking at it from the political perspective?
Both political, cultural, and otherwise.
Okay. Yeah, culture, they say, die hard.
Of course.
This is part of the way of life of the people.
Of course.
Do you think you can succeed in waging this war?
Yes.
You think it's a war you can win?
It's a war I will not only limit it to myself. Okay. Because it requires corporate ability and support of every Igbo sons and daughters. Actually, we know that there are other steps that have been taken in order to lay or create enabling environment for we activists to start. But when the Igbos come together, it will be a wonderful and a lost battle. So we'll win it. I will not say I will win it. We Igbos will win it.
Okay. How long have you?
Well, actually, this is my 10th year of advocating for abolition of caste system in Igbo communities.
In Igbo communities?
Igbo communities.
Okay. So can you let us into your efforts so far? The successes you have recorded, if any, and do you think people are imbibing the message?
It's not an easy thing. When we started, it was a very challenging movement. We saw that it was a very big, serious problem due to its nature. It's a cultural dogma, in fact, traditional dogma. If it is culture, it would have been done away with. Even just a true policy change. But when we now discover it is a dogma, now we have to be dynamic. We developed more than 10 dynamic strategies to approach it. Currently, we are working towards engaging the traditional rulers and enlightening them on methods. Because the law creating autonomous communities, allied matter, and traditional rulers in every state called the traditional ruler chief custodian of Igbo culture. So they are the chief custodian of Igbo culture to handle cultural change, cultural heritage, and modify it, and work towards cultural reform. So currently, we are working towards engaging all of them and empower them on methods for abolition of caste system. We have also developed bills, parliamentary bills, which many of them are on the State House of Assembly for debate to pass through it. In as much as the Eastern Law of 1956 have also been enacted, and its enforcement has become a very big challenge. So we are also trying to use policy to fight it, due to the peculiarity of states and communities' culture and tradition. And that is how we come up with that bill. We have also developed marriage without border, and through it we have a recorded reasonable number of marriages between couples of different socio-cultural background. And we also open our hand for consultancy.
Yeah, the marriage you talked about, marriage without